Okay, 90-day in-place suburban survival, tools and accessories. Okay, tools. Just to clarify, these items are not part of the 70 cubic feet that we discussed earlier. Some tools you'll need include an axe, a hatchet, a machete, a saw or two, a knife, shovel, a manual can opener, a hammer, nails, pliers, and a screwdriver. When you buy an axe, a hatchet, or a machete at the store, they are not sharp. Get them professionally sharpened right away. Also consider getting the axe and the hatchet that have the hard plastic handle versus a wood that can break. Accessories: charcoal, lighter fluid, kitchen matches, and get lots of kitchen matches, work gloves, work boots, toilet paper, propane gas tanks, Clorox, and get the regular, not scented, candles, batteries, solar-powered radio, 5-gallon buckets, a 35-gallon trash can, as many as you think you'll need. Trash bags. There'll probably be no trash pickup. A good nylon rope, some plastic tarp, heavy-duty long extension cord in case you choose to use a generator, duct tape, toothpaste, bath soap, shampoo, clothes, and detergent. Toilet paper. See how many days it takes you to use one roll and then buy what you need for 90 days. Remember, women use more of it than men do. For example, one man and one woman might go through one roll of toilet paper in 4 days. So 90 days divided by 4 days is equal to 22 and a half rolls. So make it 25 or whatever you prefer over 23 rolls. The odor of accumulated trash will probably draw predators. So be prepared to kill them if necessary, and you can also burn a lot of your trash. Cooking accessories. If you have a charcoal grill, make sure you have enough charcoal and lighter fluid to cook the food that's in your freezer. Get several bottles of charcoal lighter fluid. It's great for helping start fires, other than just starting a charcoal fire. If you have a propane grill, make sure you have at least 3 5-gallon tanks with no more than one empty at a time. Load up the grill surface with food and cook as much as possible, since it's most likely going to spoil anyway. Unless you have a generator, and I'll talk about that in a few minutes. If you have a natural gas grill, it requires some alteration to convert it to propane. If that's not something you wish to do, then see if your gas grill can burn charcoal. It might require some grates over the top of the gas burners, or just buy a cheap $50 charcoal grill. Candles. They throw off more heat than you might expect. Load up on them and get the bigger ones that have the larger wicks. Okay, weapons and ammo. I mentioned earlier I wasn't going to talk about this in detail, but with no goo, the police will be severely limited to protect you. Criminals love to have an edge against you and will take any advantage they can to make you a victim. You'll need to protect yourself against looters. You also might need to kill an animal for food. I'll let you decide what's best for you, for your environment. Having a compound bow and arrows could be very valuable, since the arrow is very deadly and could be used again. Consider an air gun. They're very powerful and their ammunition is cheap. The gun is about $135. They have the capacity to shoot at 1,000 feet per second and are excellent for killing small game. Are you near a lake or ocean or a gulf? Make sure your fishing equipment is all in working order. Generators. There's vigorous debate over having one or not. Now, this plan is for suburban survival for 90 days where storage space is limited. There are 4 fuels for generators to run on: gasoline, diesel, natural gas or propane, or solar. So here we go on generators. The purpose of this is not to tell you what to do, but to give you some information so that you can make your own decision. The bigger they are, the more fuel they consume. The more electricity you want, the more fuel they consume. The more fuel they use, assuming you have a limited supply, the less time they have for electricity. As for gasoline, natural gas, propane, diesel, you do not have an endless supply of fuel. We'll talk solar in a minute. So here's an example. Let's say you have a typical common 6.5 kW emergency generator that runs on gasoline, something you should not store. But you have 2 cars in the garage full of gasoline, and they each have 18-gallon tanks for a total of 36 gallons of gasoline. This generator has a 7.2-gallon tank and generates electricity for 10 hours at half load. Half load will probably run a refrigerator, maybe a freezer, TV, some lights, but whatever. At half load, 7.2 gallons of your gasoline is gone in 10 hours. So at that rate, you'd burn all 36 gallons, assuming you could siphon all 36 gallons out of both vehicles in 50 hours. 36 gallons divided by 7.2 gallons equals 5 fill-ups at 10 hours per fill-up. Okay, so you'll run the generator for only 10 hours per day. Then you are done in 5 days. You can't go to the local gas station to get more gasoline because they don't have electricity. So all this at half load. If you run at more than half load, then your 10 hours is reduced. Not sure to what, but possibly 6 to 8 hours. The cost of a 6.5 kW generator is around $800, excluding shipping and sales tax at the discount websites. So let's recap. One 6.5 kW generator at $800, 36 gallons of gasoline, 7.2 gallon gasoline tank, 1/2 load is equal to 10 hours per 7.2 gallons. Half load at 7.2 gallons for 10 hours with 36 gallons of gasoline equals a total of 50 hours of electricity generation, or 2 days and 2 hours. There are portable solar generators depending on the size you need, and they can cost upwards of $4,500. They're on the web, so check them out. The good news about the solar ones is that you do have an endless supply of energy, assuming the sun comes up every day and the earth doesn't stop spinning and you're caught on the dark side. Okay, let's talk rainwater. You need to be in a position to capture rainwater. There are strategic places on your house or garage where the rainwater will just pour off like it's running out of a hose. That's the water that you want to collect. You can use 5-gallon buckets and a 35-gallon plastic trash can. That can be purchased at any hardware store. You could use this water to wash your clothes in. Keep a bottle or 2 of regular Clorox around to disinfect this water. It's my understanding that 1/8 of a teaspoon of Clorox, or 8 drops, will disinfect 1 gallon of water. I suggest that you do your own research there and make your necessary adjustments. So let's recap accessories. Okay, these accessories, excluding the generator, shelving, and any weaponry, could possibly cost about $250. So $975 plus $250 is around $1,225. So to make it safe, just make it $1,300. Well, okay, that wraps up the series on surviving in place in suburbia for 90 days for 2 people. I'm a big fan of spreadsheets and lists. If that works for you, then lay it all out and start accumulating the items that you need for your 90 days. I hope you found some value in this information and that it helps you prepare your environment. Good luck and all the best.